A lot of money trying to hire stadiums out of the country which are experienced. Can the government intervene and assist these clubs? I'm talking of Dynamos and Ngezi Platinum. They will be representing our country. So those two questions, Chairman, want to find out what have you done about that, or are you going to do something immediately, because time is not on our side? And what we are talking of is fact, because Malawi presented their case and the homologation guidelines were then minimized as we speak. CAF, the headline is very clear saying CAF made a U-turn to the homologation requirements. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Honorable Adebe, do you want to answer that one before we go to Honorable Adebe? Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. Yes, and welcome your call and even the advice, and we took it fully on board. But maybe you didn't hear my response. My response was that I said Mr. Veron is due to come out here next week, and I did make an effort to speak to Mr. Veron, but I went through the secretary, namely Mrs. Sarah Mukuna. She's the secretary to Veron, and she's the one who normally comes here. And as far as we're concerned, I think what is more important is for us to actually, as a club, as a country, to try and get our own FID to quickly go and see what is outstanding with all those stadiums, so that if we do make an appeal, we will know exactly what needs to be done. Unfortunately, when FIB came here earlier on and they inspected the National Stadium and Rufaro and BF, their reports were negative. It was not so much all about the bucket seats. It was more to do with the other aspects, the drainage, the dressing rooms and things like that. So to me, that's the area that I think we need to be looking at, to try and convince them that it's something that we're going to be working on. The pitch was also another thing at the National Sports Stadium, whereby you're having so many different types of grasses. When I say I don't go and watch football games, it doesn't mean that I don't watch the games or watch the TV footage. I do. I follow the teams that are playing. I mean, even when I was a player, I never went to watch a team when I'm not playing. I'm one of those players who wants to play, probably like Mr. Benza here, Honorable Benza here, who likes to play. So when I'm watching, I'm always wanting to be in the field. So
Chairman, do you get paid as the chairman of Normalization Committee?
We get an allowance, yes.
Do you get paid as the chairman? Please, can I have an answer, yes or no answers? We're running out of time. Do you get paid?
Yes. Yes.
And you are telling me that you and me are the same, that we can choose as a matter of choice to watch football on TV. It's not even a priority for you to sit in a ground. Your CEO sitting right there does not, can I say something? Your CEO right there, who is the head or the technocrat on top of Zimbabwe's football, does not know her players, and yet she's supposed to, at one point in time, constitute the national team. She does not know the players that she was watching. Do you think that's normalizing? That's the normalization. Is that normal?
I believe.
Do you think yes or no? Is it normal?
I believe soccer is one of the biggest employers in the world.
Chairman,
no,
don't lecture us. Is it here? Is it normal?
Yes or no?
Is it normal that a chairman of a normalization committee has never been for the past half month to any PSL match? Is it normal?
Is the season over in the PSL? No, the season is over.
I've got a follow-up question for the chairman. Chairman, if you look at the letter which I sent you, CAF is even requesting the nations with similar problems to approach them. Are you serious that way we've got a deadline, you're waiting for Veron to come next week? If he fails to come, we sit on it and wait for him to come when we've got a deadline on that letter for us to appeal our case to CAF for them to come. And also on the issue of stadiums, Honorable Chair, I'm very disappointed because you should have visited some of those and see than waiting for FIB to give you reports. If you look at the state of Rufaro Stadium and Baba Fields and their dressing rooms, they are far, far much better than some of these stadiums where we are playing our CAFs, where we have visited. So you'll be having a case to argue before CAF to say no, but we've got these stadiums, which can be, even the case of Hart Stadium, it was built in line with the CAF guidelines, because some CAF guys were even in the country. We even have got another one, the Pomona, trying to put effort as the ZIFA chairman, to say, the Normalization Committee chairman, to say, we've got this facility, our clubs can use this facility. We've got the Pomona, which was maybe you're not aware, which was also homologated by FIFA. Yes, to host matches. And our question is, if you look at the Hart Stadium, if you look at Rufaro Stadium, if you look at Baba Fields and that other facility, what have we done to make sure that CAF comes and at least homologate those stadiums from negotiations? Because we cannot have teams like Dynamos playing football out of the country, and we see that is normal, and we sit here and say, I've been watching women football, and we cannot sit in this room and not put effort to try and convince CAF to come and inspect the Baba Fields Stadium for the interest of our team. Even if they say no, there should be effort. We should be putting that effort. And for that matter, everything is about relationships. We have got here resource here. Philip Chamba has got very good relationships with those guys. It's a question of working together, re-engaging the other guys, put our heads together, and move forward. Thank you.
Honorable Adebe. Yeah, can we allow Honorable Adebe?
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I've noticed the chairman has been dodging a lot of questions. I just want to make it simple, maybe try to summarize a little bit. Right. What are the primary goals of the Normalization Committee, and what have you done to achieve them?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm really worried, Mr. Chair, through you. The chairperson of ZIFA seems to be taking us like he's not serious. He's laughing. May he be guided that he's not supposed to switch on his mic when somebody's talking. You talk through the chair. We have left our business. We have a lot of things to do, and we don't want to come here and have you playing games with us here. He's laughing. He's showing us that we are like in a place where we are not doing serious business. Mr. Chair, after saying that, I just want to add my voice to say I'm really worried by the approach which the chairman is taking us as a committee. I think he needs to be guided somehow. Yes. My question was to say he is always talking about review of legal instruments. I've seen him in several platforms where he will say our mandate is to review legal instruments of ZIFA. I just want him to zero in the what has he done question. What have you done in terms of the legal instruments which can improve our football in Zimbabwe? Because we were actually talking about you've enjoyed the good days and the bad days. So when you got in, because I'm aware that your term expired on 3rd June, which means by today, if you were not extended, you could not be there. What have you done from 11 July 2023 to 30 June to address the issues of your mandate?
Thank you very much. What we've actually done is we have engaged all the stakeholders, collated their viewpoints, PSL included, and we came up with a draft constitution that tries to address some of these things and aligns the ZIFA constitution with, say, the FIFA constitutions. We have circulated this and received comments from all these groups, their stakeholders. The draft is out, and we're now at a stage whereby we've collected their various feedbacks. We now need to ratify it at Congress. We now need to calling the Congress to ratify this new constitution. Basically, the new constitution is addressing issues to do with female representation within the FIFA Congress. And
Chairman, sorry.
Okay.
Chair, can I just say something?
Honorable Mutau, please go ahead.
Chair, I just want to, on your behalf, proffer very personal advice to the chairperson of ZIFA.
Yes.
This is one of the few organs of government which can send you from here straight to prison.
Yes.
So just stop being contemptuous. Just stop it. Just stop it.
Chairman, I've got a point of privilege here.
Yes. Go ahead, Honorable Shuma.
Chairman, I think here to summarize it in a very kind way, we're wasting our time.
Yes.
And I want to ask through you to call this meeting off now.
Yeah.
And ask these people to go and organize themselves and go and do their mandate. And we'll call them at a later date when they come in and be serious.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Honorable Juma. Just okay. No, I'm not gonna call it off now. I'm gonna allow everyone to speak. Don't worry, Honorable Yamina. I'll allow you to speak just now. I wanted briefly, before we adjourn the meeting, to move on to the head of legal. You said you're what?
Thank you, Honorable. I'm the Normalization Committee member.
What's
with
your name
legal
again?
expertise.
What's your name, Madam, again?
Yeah, Shatanya
With
Mami.
legal expertise.
Yes, I'm a legal.
Do you have any experience in football?
Yes, I have experience.
What was your past experience in football?
My experiences in football started on the 11th of July, so I can safely say I have.
Before your appointment in the Normalization Committee?
No, I didn't. I wasn't involved in football.
Honorable Yamina.
But my main worry are we not just prolonging something that is actually destroying football in the country? I think if something could be done from listening from Mr. Mtasa, atorasika mune zvibhora izvi. Inini maonero andaita because vakubuda bhora rechisikana iri. And I'm actually very concerned that Mr. Mtasa needs a lot of support right now. Otherwise, we are just prolonging destruction in football in this country.
Professor Benson. Well done, Honorable Yamina. I like that.
I just wanted to put it on record that the normalization committee that we have enjoys sitting in high offices. Yet they do nothing on the ground. You can't say that you are running football and you don't go to the grounds, the stadium, or the stadia. And I'm worried how you can convince whoever is coming on FIB that we have good stadiums when you are not even aware of the state of the stadium. You only watch on television, you only visit the girls, you visit some of the girls' games. I don't understand how serious we can be as a ZIFA chair. Thank you very much.
Okay. This has been really interesting. Can I ask the chairman? Briefly, because I'm convinced I must adjourn this meeting. But I want the media to hear this from you. Is it correct that your term had expired? I want a yes or no answer, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Is it correct it was extended? Is it correct that you were supposed to have a Congress or elections in the 12 months that you were mandated to run the Normalization Committee?
Yes.
Why didn't you have the elections in 12 months?
Because we had not been able to complete all the tasks that we're supposed to do.
Because you think you're not fit for the job? Because you couldn't finish it in 12 months? Why are you convinced you finish it now?
We're convinced that it will be complete purely because that is the main target.
Why did you take up the job if you knew you were not going to be able to complete it in 12 months?
If you want an honest answer, answer is, I was approached about 2 years ago when they had a new committee wanted to normalize. No, I'm trying.
So you were not appointed on merit, is that what you're saying to the committee?
I'm trying to say.
You were approached?
No.
By who?
Okay, that's what I'm trying to explain. Can you let me finish? Yeah. I genuinely came into the DSTV studios in that shop, and kids were coming to buy airtime during the World Cup. Those kids say to me, I asked them, why aren't you going to watch football? Why are you buying DSTV? And those kids say to me,
who approached you?
No, it is
Who approached you to go into ZIFA? And did the kids approach you?
No.
Who approached you? You said you were approached. Who approached you?
That statement alone pushed my heart. And then I was approached by CAF and ZIFA. The people in CAF who approached me was Mr.
On a point of order, Mr. Chairman, I think on a point of order, you are supposed to answer what the chairman is asking. You are telling us about keys. We are not interested in what you are
No, maybe it's the way I.
Chairman Mtask. Maybe let me ask your CEO. Madam, are you there?
I am honorable.
Are you supposed to be running or be overseeing a normalization committee? Is that correct? Is that supposed to be normalizing? I said it's supposed to be insane situation in football. Are you supposed to be normalizing it? Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Is it normal for a national team to be appointing a coach every time it's playing?
It's not standard, that's for sure.
It's not normal.
It's not standard.
So the normalization committee on itself is abnormal.
I think if you get the background, it would be better.
No, I don't want to hear the background. I said, is it normal to appoint a coach every time the national team of Zimbabwe is playing? It's got a new coach. Is it normal for it to appoint a coach 2 weeks before it plays again?
It's not standard practice.
Supplementary question.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Will I be wrong if I'm to say we need another normalization committee to normalize this particular normalization committee?
Honorable.
Supplementary. The level of incompetence shown by this committee is honestly, I rest my case. They have nothing to show. The chairperson is consulting somebody who's barely new in this football thing, the expert in law, whatever she calls herself. There is so much they do not know. Simply.
Point of order, Honorable Chair.
Yes.
Chair, what is the price? Chair, vavakurakidza kunge vasiri kunyatsova zvakakuita. But havasiriwo here ivava vakaenda kukafu vakaisa hama yavo ivava mumakomiti ebhora. Matakanzwa kuti mune zvoukama mumakomiti ebhora. Tikanzwa zita rinonzi Mutasa ririmo. Ehe. Ko izvozvo vanozvigona sei vachitadza izvizvi?
I have nothing to do with that board appointment that you're talking about. To me, it was also a surprise how that person is put on the board. In fact, at that time I was in Botswana. That's the honest truth.
Honorable. Honestly speaking, Honorable Chair, Mutasa pauya panapa pavatipa briefing vashora zvaiitika kumashure zvisingaiti vakataura kuti zvaiitwa zvanga zvakadhakwa but tazonyatsoona kuti izvo kwaapurochwa izvi as a committee varume kana takuda kugadza vanhu ngatisaite zvokuti munhu akaapurochwa as a committee yeparliament. Let's work out a way yokuti munhu kana achida kugadzwa because munhu akaapurochwa hazvinotinetsei. Ndatenda zvo.
Thank you, Chair. My apologies for being late. It's quite disheartening, but just to get some clarity so that everything's clear for everybody. Did you understand your mandate clearly when you took up the task? When they say running the daily affairs of ZIFA, did you really get to the core of what that means? And in line with that, you haven't held an AGM. You tried to state why you haven't held AGMs. Have you visited the stadiums that are supposed to hold international matches and cup matches? And
I'm allowing our female members to go there attending a female caucus of parliamentarians. Don't be alarmed.
And have you visited any of the member associations to have a round table with them? And I would like to think that's part of running the daily affairs of ZIFA. And if you haven't done that in a year, my question is, what have you been doing?
Thank you.
Okay, Honorable, I'll just come in, you just answer once.
Chairperson of ZIFA, as you consider responding to the other question, for the sake of your dignity, you do not consider resigning soon after this committee meeting. Yes. You are an embarrassment to Zimbabwe.
Supplementary Chair.
Yes, you must.
My main worry is that some of the bad image that we get as Zimbabwe is coming from football. And people who are not serious with football. And even the issue of stadiums failing to be homologated, it doesn't necessarily have to do with substandard stadiums. It is showing that it's just lack of commitment from our chief drivers. We have a serious problem with our current normalization committee, which is quick to blame the previous ZIFA board, but themselves not doing anything since they were appointed. For 12 months is a very long time. And I'm sorry to say that Mr. Mtani doesn't even understand that during the 12 months, one season went and it got finished and another one is halfway. And he was actually saying that the PSL season is not yet over. We lack seriousness. Thank you.
Honorable MPs, members, I think let's agree that we are not going anywhere. It's a disaster. I don't even want you to answer any of these questions. Can you answer me a simple question, Chairman? Are you considering resigning immediately after this? What Honorable Butao called an embarrassment to Zimbabwe? Your microphone.
Chairman.
Yes.
I believe you've asked us questions to do with our mandate. Similarly, FIFA, who are the people who actually engaged us to do this role, have also been following what we've been doing on this mandate. We report to them every month of what we have covered. Now, if you think I have a
Chairman, you are under oath. Do not lie to us.
No, I'm telling you the
Let
truth.
me tell you this. FIFA did not come and fly in here and choose people. Names were seconded.
Okay.
We are aware. I'm a former ZIFA board member myself.
Okay.
I know the processes. Names are seconded to FIFA. So don't say FIFA chose us.
And FIFA doesn't know that he is not attending.
Okay.
Yes, and FIFA does not know that you don't even attend the matches.
No, I've been to the stadiums. I went to Rufaro. It was a big statement. I went to National Stadium. We go there often.
Allow me to adjourn this meeting. I'll stay with the MPs. And I want to say this ZIFA Normalisation Committee. I am shocked, for lack of a better word, with your submissions in your oral evidences. And the media is present with us. And I used to think maybe we were going wrong in our football. I did not know that the people who are actually running football in this country, they don't even know they are running football. You don't even know. Your legal has no experience whatsoever in football. And she's supposed to be the legal mind are you aware of what is called discuss and there's something else. I'm forgetting that. Have you ever been to FIFA yourself?
Yes.
And you've attended any meetings there?
Yes.
What's your meeting?
MA governance, Gelson Fernandez.
Okay. And did you learn anything from that?
Various things.
Okay.
Various.
Thank you. I think let me.
Before I join,
Yeah. You are the one who was talking.
But before I join, you were answering your question when you asked him that would you consider to resign immediately after this? So I wanted him to go through that.
It's a good question. Okay.
As I was saying, FIFA is the one that engaged us to come in and act as normalization. We've been reporting to them every month. Although the press here were interested in all of us leaving office, I believe we still have a job to do to complete this mandate. And that job is basically to conduct the elections. And that's the stage that we're at for FIFA, as well as to ratify those.
Let's adjourn. Before you want to say something, CEO? CEO, before you say something, let me ask you a simple question. How many games under your leadership is national team played?
I won't count the Rwanda one.
How many games is the national team played under your leadership? You don't know?
I'm counting it. If you're considering the tournament.
I'm asking national team games, doesn't matter which game. National team games, frankly, whatever it is. The national.
6.
How many games out of the 6 did your national team win?
2.
How many coaches in 6 matches?
8.
I raise my case. Ladies and gentlemen, let me adjourn this meeting. Do you want to say something? Okay.
Chairman, I wanted to say something because I had something prepared. And I wanted
No, we won't allow you to say anything prepared. We prepare. You answer to what we have prepared.
Chairman,
Yeah.
I wanted to say there's some questions that you're asking about the successes of the normalization committee, and I wanted to give you some of those things.
No, the chairman was supposed to answer. You work together as the head of the club. You are the CEO, he's the chairman. How can you know of the successes that he doesn't know?
I account for them.
Yeah, but he's the chairman. I'm very disappointed, honorable members. This is a catastrophic disaster. I will allow you to depart. Parliament, please don't stop anywhere else. We don't want the failures to remain. We will invite you back here after a comprehensive research of what you're doing at ZIFA. And Mamdasa, in Shona, I'm expecting your resignation in the newspapers tomorrow. If you are serious about Zimbabweans, their love for football, in PSL, and what it's doing, and the clubs, the Division 1, all the way down to the junior football. I'm sure if you were passionate, kana muri all one with Zimbabwe City, track CI Juda Murukuita. Muise vanoziva bhora zveukama nechi atisi kuda toya bhora muno muZimbabwe. I thank you. You can take a leave. Thank you.